Hey there, this is One Boom, and first thing I want to do is apologize for the clickbait title. No, freedom is not a corrupt organization, but this guy seems to believe that it is. And he's got a lot of evidence, and I want to tackle this right now. So it's not too long. It shouldn't take too long to read, so let's get into this. Hello, YouTube Talk community. Allow me to preface what I'm about to say with the following statement. I have known George. Now, if you guys don't know, George is the CEO and owner, I believe he's the CEO and owner, of Freedom Networks, the network that I am personally partnered with and have been partnered with for almost 2 years now. So allow me to preface what I'm about to say with the following statement. I have known George for many years. I have worked with him very closely in the past, and I have spent enough time with him to understand his motives. The following comments are not speculation, but come from experience. All right, so that's a really good thing, that he has all this experience. Because the best thing you can do on the internet when you want to prove somebody wrong is pretend that you've known them for years. Because without giving any evidence, you're just saying, I've known them for years, and that's it. The best way I can describe George is as a psychopath. He's the nicest guy you'll ever meet. He's the kind of guy that could set up a cult and within weeks have thousands of followers. This guy's already spinning this. He's such a nice guy, he could start a cult because of how nice he is and have thousands of followers within weeks. That's a fucked up thing to do. If you're trying to prove a point and discredit somebody, oh, they're so nice they could lead a cult. You know, that shit. Look out for that. George loves people, but also he loves himself, like everybody. A lot. Oh, that's not like everybody. That sounds horrible. You'll notice his face plastered all over the Freedom Network channels, websites, and images. I believe he is a narcissist. Yeah, whatever, I've never heard of that. I've never heard of a company having the owner's face on it. I mean, other than maybe Papa John's, but you know, whatever. George is a brilliant mind, or has a brilliant mind. He is a 16-year-old stuck inside of a 40-year-old's body. This has led to a unique approach when building MCNs such as Freedom. He has an excellent way to relate to young YouTubers. He makes them feel like they're cared for and valued. This is such a weird thing. When I signed up for Freedom, I didn't even know who George was. I signed up because it's a no lock-in contract, free network I could leave almost at any time. And, you know, they start with 60% revenue share, which for a tiny channel like mine is pretty cool. So, no, there's no way young YouTubers feel valued by the CEO. 16-year-olds, however, as you might expect, do not make the best CEOs. Okay, here, look. This is his opinion. He's a 16-year-old stuck inside a 40-year-old's body. That's his opinion. And then down here, it's a fact that 16-year-olds do not make the best CEOs. So he makes his opinion up here about George a fact down here. That's also not good. George is emotional, very emotional. He makes decisions on a whim, even if he later decides to reverse them and tell everyone he was just testing them. Okay, so that's a totally normal thing for a CEO to do, is to test out an idea. You know, say they're going to do something and then end up, you know, not doing it. Is something that's not only normal, is not the characteristic of a psychopath. So let's keep that in mind. When I worked with George, I admired him greatly. Just like his partners, George made his colleagues feel cared for. I started to get frustrated when I saw George making promises and turning around and breaking them within hours. It was bizarre. I figured at first he was just naive. So, he's making promises and breaking them, and you thought he was naive. Already, you're okay. That's not what I think when somebody breaks a promise. If someone's really breaking promises, I don't think that they are naive. I wasn't until I witnessed George personally stabbing me in the back that I realized he had hidden agendas all along. Whoa, George personally stabbed this guy in the back. So let's keep going. George is amazing at building trust, oh no, which is extremely scary, yes it is, when you realize how much he lies. I don't want to ruin George's personal life, so I'm going to refrain from giving details on some of the things that shocked me the most about George, but needless to say, if I was braver, you would be saddened to read it. Okay, so George is a psychopath. He is narcissistic. He lures people in. He could start a cult, but I don't want to ruin his life, so I'm not going to tell you all of the details that never happened. Okay? As soon as okay, man stands on skyscraper. Man gets to edge of skyscraper. Man says, I can fly. Man then steps off of the ledge and says, but I'm not going to show you. Okay, it's like when you had a friend when you were younger, it'd be like, I could so make fun of you right now, and then like would never do it because he really couldn't. But it's like, oh, you're so lucky that I'm not gonna do this because you'd be so upset if I said what I had to say, and I don't know, like that's just really funny to me. Um, yeah, this is bullshit, by the way, in case you guys don't know the context. I had put this all in the past and moved on since George moved to the Philippines with about a week's notice. Wow, 7 days to move to a different country? That's insane. Only narcissist psychopaths do that. I thought it was over, that the damage had been done and repair could now begin. Unfortunately, it has started again, and George is employing the same tactics I've seen again and again. You're not telling us what tactics he uses, other than he's nice and he gets people to trust him, which, again, isn't that bad. Um, okay. Prey on the young and vulnerable and aggregate as many small channels as possible to date. Freedom after opening. Wait. Oh, there's a period there. I was like, you're getting small channels to date? Jesus. But no. To date, Freedom after opening for less than 1 year has over 50,000 channels. That's more than any other MCN by a long shot. Well, it's a no lock-in contract. They don't charge you anything. You just sign up with them. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually. I find these numbers very hard to comprehend. How could a business less than 1 year old bring on board 50,000 channels, which is multiples more than MCNs that have been around for over half a decade? Question mark? Which is more than other MCNs that have been around since half a decade? Question mark? Okay. Well, it's a no lock-in contract free thing that starts with 60% revenue share. You sign up, you link your PayPal, you make money from your YouTube videos is basically how it works. And yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe that got 50,000 channels. That's insane. Oh, here we go, guys. What value adds are they offering that could be so compelling? The answer to these questions is simple. It's George. How is it that a single 40-year-old who is not skilled at videography and who isn't a YouTube superstar can attract so many people? So the only reason 50,000 channels have gone to a no lock-in network, a no lock-in contract network for free is because of George. So let's pull up a picture of George. So the only reason that people signed up for this network is because of this man right here and how he puts his face all over everything. This guy, this lovable, goofy guy, is the reason people have been signing up for Freedom Networks. Okay? This guy right here, the CEO and founder, is the reason people have been signing up. Okay, that's what it says right here. Okay? The answer to the question is simple. It's George. George brings 50,000 people in with just his face alone. Okay, sure. That's how networks work. Yeah, no. Okay. We all know this is stupid, right? Okay. If you look at the breakdown of Freedom, the mass majority of channels are run by YouTubers under 18 operating fairly small channels. These YouTubers are impressionable. They fall for tricks a little easier, especially tricks from the manipulation mastermind himself. Okay, you haven't shared anything about why he's a manipulation mastermind. You haven't shared anything as to why I should believe you. And also, yes, young people operating small channels are going to go with a no lock-in contract free network. Okay? Nobody has a channel and goes, who am I going to partner with? Only somebody with that face. Oh, look, he's just manipulating me right here. Like, I am manipulated just by looking at him. Like, that's insane. I want to leave you with some questions. Now, this is where he completely... these are the things that made me scream when I first read this. Why is Freedom operated out of the Philippines and incorporated in Hong Kong? Does that sound normal? Yes, other companies can exist outside of the United States. Why is George's face plastered everywhere? What other businesses do that? Papa John's? This is right there. You fucking narcissist, Papa John's. I bet if I go to images, you're gonna... his face is everywhere. Papa John's is a narcissistic company. H3h3 was right. Papa John's is a fraud. He doesn't even like Sody Pops. I bet he doesn't even like Sody Pops. Why did George flee to the Philippines? This is where manipulation actually happens in this post. First, George leaves to a different country with 7 days notice. But here he says he's fleeing. What did he do that meant he had to leave on such short notice? Okay, a week isn't that short of a notice if you already were planning on there to begin with. He might have been planning that for months, and then he told you with a week's notice, so, maybe you're not that important to him. Also, people move to different countries. You don't get to just say that they're fleeing, okay? Why are all the channels in Freedom so small? Why are there so many? And why are they owned by very young YouTubers? Freedom channels are small because most YouTube channels are small. Why are there so many? Because it's a no lock-in contract free service, okay? And why are they all owned by young YouTubers? Because free and no lock-in appeals to young people, obviously, is why that's happening there. It's not fucking rocket science, dude. You don't need to be a manipulative mastermind to get people to buy free shit. Or buy into free shit. Why are all of George's employees so young? Do you know most of Freedom staff is under 18? That's not true. They're most over 21. And the Freedom staff's really cool. They've helped me out a lot. They helped me increase my revenue share. They're really cool guys. And they're not under 18. You don't have a bunch of 17-year-olds running around Freedom networks. That's actually a complete lie. With a network of 50,000, how are channels supposed to succeed and get attention? This is, okay, when I read this to my friend the other night, I bit my hand. Like, I didn't even notice it. I was just like, like, I full on ate my hand. How did anybody in Machinima or Yaush get noticed? Nobody goes to freedom.com, mind you, nobody goes to freedom.com and goes, there's 50,000 channels. I'm not going to watch any of these because it's too oversaturated. That's not how it fucking works. Okay? My videos, hi Papa, my videos got noticed by YouTube. YouTube started bumping them up in search results. So How Kyle was meant to be played, top 10 misconceptions about Battlefield, all of these got bumped up in search results because they were getting so many views per day. That's how that works. So this guy has no understanding of how networks and YouTube works, clearly. It's unfortunate that all this is happening again. You say again, but you don't talk about what happened in the first time. I plead with you, open your eyes. George is trouble. I've given you so many reasons. His face is everywhere. He's really nice. He could start a cult. And he lives in the Philippines? Holy shit. There are plenty of MCNs with mature, is that the right, is that some different, mature, fully developed, or, okay, so fully developed, okay. I was like, that seems like the wrong word for that, but I'm retarded. With mature value adds and offerings, and if you feel like they're not for you, you can always wait and stay independent while you grow. George is not a philanthropist, he's a businessman. I hate that word, and it means he's not somebody that seeks other people's help. I'm sorry, he's not somebody that, let me look this up, let me read it so I don't fucking mutilate it. You guys won't be able to see it in the video very well, but a person who seeks to promote the welfare of others. He is a businessman. A businessman. Can you believe it, guys? The CEO of a network for YouTubers is a businessman. That is shady if I've ever heard it. Earlier on, I mentioned that I thought George was a psychopath. You may be questioning why I said this. Oh, sure, yes, tell us. My reasoning is simple. George is unpredictable. Well, fuck. He's unpredictable, then I'm unpredictable and I'm a psychopath. Because that's the dumbest fucking what? Oh, why is he a psychopath? Because he's unpredictable. Not as if every human, dog, and cat on this planet is not unpredictable. You'll believe you can trust him with your intimate secrets. Did this guy, was this like his boyfriend or something? And who joins a YouTube network and shares intimate secrets with the CEO of the network? Like, fucking Christ, it's so stupid. It's so fucking stupid. Okay, and he'll keep building that trust. It only takes one little thing and he'll change completely. He'll lie, he'll manipulate, he'll screw you over. He cares about you, but he cares about himself more. Thanks for reading. It's so dumb. Like, it's so dumb it hurts. Like, it actually hurts me to read this. Because, again, you haven't shown where he manipulates people. He's just nice, he has his face everywhere, and he is running a successful business, and he's out of Hong Kong. So who the fuck cares? And if this is bad, then every human on the planet is bad. He cares about you, but he cares about himself more. That's every fucking human being. Thanks for reading. This is where it gets cringy. Wow, after reading that, I agree with you. Wow, I knew George was doing something bad, but I had no idea I had no idea it was this bad. I thought he was doing something, and now I know that it was this bad, but nothing up here actually explains what the fuck it was. And from all the evidence, I can tell you're telling the truth. If that's not sarcastic, that dude needs help, because seriously, look at this shit. Look at this shit. There's no evidence here. This is, I know him personally, allegedly. He stabbed me in the back, but I'm not going to tell you how because it would sadden you. And then, he didn't keep my intimate secrets. Evidence. That's not evidence. There's so many people down here just agreeing with him. So many people are in here that are not agreeing with him, but there's so many people in here, guys, that are just tearing it up. But here's the weird thing. All of this is on a page. I'm gonna hide my webcam here. Hide that. Look at this. Here's an advertisement for a network. Here's an advertisement for a network. Here's the same advertisement for the same network. And here's the advertisement for a network right here. It's kind of interesting that this is tearing down a very popular network like Freedom alongside all of these advertisements for other networks. It's really strange. It's really strange. So I love Freedom Networks. I have no ill will towards them, and this post is retarded, and we should look for stuff like this. When you find stuff like this, you got to debunk the hell out of it, because so many people, I read through like the 8 pages of comments here, guys, and it is full of people agreeing with him and going, wow, you really opened my eyes. All right? Dumbassery like this spreads common consensus, and people get slandered. And what really bothers me is this is calling George, saying you shouldn't sign up with Freedom. Something's wrong with him. He's a psychopath. He's unpredictable. He's going to lie to you. And then right here says, I don't want to ruin George's personal life. You're an asshole. I'm not going to say the name of the person that wrote this, but you're an asshole. Because this has now actually leaked into, this is 2014, 2016, and I'm still hearing about this post, and it needed to get debunked. So, is Freedom corrupt? No, it's just a well-oiled machine. It's a good business. So, Freedom, if any of you guys watch this because of the title, sorry for the clickbait. I did want to debunk this faggot. So, I will see you when I see you. Yeah, goodbye.